starting a case, and I want to know, and it's going to be in a federal court. How do I get the rules, my rules, into that court? I'm going to summons the other party is in another state, and so I want to.
You have to go to their state.
What's that?
You have to file it in a public courthouse within 100 miles of where they reside. Where they leave a residue, where they reside, where they poop, 100 miles within their radius of their poop, where they reside.
Oh.
The residue, okay, the marker, where they exist. Yeah, you got to be 100 miles within that public courthouse. Yeah, that's where you do it.
And then that would mean that I would have to travel there, or can we do it telephonically?
Nope.
Can we do it telephonically?
You could file a claim to the U.S. Postal Service, and you could, 99% of the times, almost every single suit at the United States level is dealt with paperwork. Hardly anybody ever occupies those buildings. Those buildings are like mausoleums. There's nothing in there. There's like a ghost town. Go to the United States District Court one day and see if there's anybody ever in those courtrooms. They're empty. Everybody does everything on paper, especially at the civil level.
Okay. Well, the things that they're doing are civilly or equity type of law.
No. It's called no. If you're going sue, are you suing another man?
Yes.
Okay, it's 2 man in, 1 man out. Judge Judy, she does common law. You know what I'm saying? You know, she wants to hear the complaint. And what's funny, Judge Judy does a form of equity. She'll determine what is fair and equitable, which is crazy. I don't want that crazy bitch to say, well, I don't like the way you're standing in my courtroom. I don't like the way you're making a face at me, so I'm going to rule for the other guy because you're very disrespectful. I don't give a damn what she thinks of me. That's what's dangerous about equity. You see Judge Judy shows. If somebody pisses her off in the court, she'll say, get out of my court, and then make a ruling for the other guy. That's equity. Because I pissed her off. I lose? No. What was the merits of the case? Is it true or not? That's all I want to hear. Yes, your claim is true. I don't want to hear, well, you talked back to Judge Judy or you yelled at her, so she threw you out of the courtroom and she gave the win to the other side. That's equity. That's insane. I don't want that judge to be anything but a witness. This is the claim. This claim is true. Does this man say the claim is not true? Yes, well then present your evidence and your facts to the court. Is it or not? Is my claim not true? Is your claim true? That is fine. I don't want her to determine equity. I don't want to tell her, well, I'll give you half and I'll give you half. No, it's all or nothing. I'm all in. Either it's my gold or it's his gold. I said I found it on the 13th. He said he found it on the 14th. It's mine. It's all mine. Well, let's be fair about this. He developed the gold mine. He worked it for 3 years, and now you're just coming back? No, too bad. The law says I got 7 years. Once I make a claim for that gold, he trespassed on my claim. Well, why don't you give him some for all his hard work? Hey, F him. I'll determine whether or not I give him something. Not you, lady. I'll work it out with him, not you. You just stayed by the letter of the law, lady. The law says I made the claim. It's mine. You give it to me.
Okay. Now you said should file a claim within 100 miles of where the other person is.
So they can answer it.
Okay. So now you always had said that you want the other person to appear. So, and if they don't speak, they don't speak, but they must appear. Can they appear telephonically? In other words, by telephone.
It would depend. It would depend if all parties agree that they can make their appearance through a telephone. That'd be fine. If both parties agree, sure.
Oh, okay, because it would be convenient in order for not me to travel there.
What happened to the snowstorm? What happened to the courthouse burnt down? You know, and what happened to doing it outside underneath an oak tree or something like that?
When and how do I send them the rules? Do I do it when I send them the summons?
What rules? You just tell them what kind of court that you're summoning. What court is the rules of civil procedure and the rules of federal procedure? On the rules of court of record? What rules do you want to play under?
Well, in this one particular courthouse, they said there's no video cameras allowed. Well, it's going to be my court, isn't it? So can I say I want video cameras may be allowed?
Yeah, when you say when I hold court, I am going to bring forth video cameras into my court.
Oh.
It's that simple. But like I said, they might say you can't videotape anything outside of the courtroom. You can't videotape what's the proceedings that are going on in the hallway. You can't videotape the security booth. You can't videotape the clerks.
That's okay.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You write to the building manager, to the steward, to the chief judge. You say, during my proceedings, I am going to have the aid and the assistance of audio and video recording equipment. So simple. You're just going to say for the ease and convenience of holding this court, it is necessary that I bring recording devices such as audio and video into aid and assist this court. And that's it. You just write something simple like that.
Okay. Now,
and if the judge says no, you just say the judge says he's not going to allow that, and say the findings and facts and conclusions of law kind of dialogue goes along. Then they say, can you give me you could be like a lawyer and say, can you give me the findings and facts and conclusions of law and how you establish the answer? You can just say, if there's concern of liability, I will bear the burden of liability if something goes wrong. You require I to post a certain bond or collateral in case of any harm or any claim of any loss. So you try to work with them. You try to say, you say to the judge, I'm trying to work with you. I'm trying to understand where's your concern. Is there a concern with security or liability or accidents or damage? If there is some concern along those lines, can you explain to them, what are you going to require of me as a form of collateral or for a form of a bond in case of anything goes wrong?